Welcome back to Central News. Natasha Cox is just 17 years of age, but has a mindset that maybe we could all learn from. Life is too short to be unhappy. The Bethlehem College student is currently fundraising to get to Ecuador, where she will volunteer with children.
Well, I think at the beginning of this year, I decided that I wanted to take a year off before university to really do what makes me happy instead of having to put that aside for studies. And so I went along to Lattitude Global Volunteering's information evening, and I'd seen a pamphlet at my school, and as soon as I was in the meeting, I knew it was for me. There was a girl sharing about her experiences in Vietnam, and it was just incredible, and it just, it made sense to me. It's what I wanted to do. So originally I signed up to go to India to go volunteer in a disabled institution for children in Varanasi. But because of difficulties with visas, I changed to Ecuador. And it's really about, I love making people happy, and I love serving other people and doing what I can for others. And I think it was just about combining my love for traveling and wanting to help people, and what Lattitude offered just was the perfect fit.
So why Ecuador, of all places?
Well, like I said, it wasn't the original plan, but after, realising that I needed to make another choice, I was looking through the brochure, and it, first of all, looks beautiful as a country. But second of all, the language especially, I wanted to be able to pick up a language and be proficient at a language, and already learning French at school, Spanish, going to a Spanish-speaking country where I could be immersed in the language, it seemed like an awesome opportunity. So it just seemed like a trifecta, being able to travel to a beautiful place, help incredible people, and learn the language. So
do you know what kind of work you're actually going to be doing there?
We haven't been informed of our official placements yet, but I'll be working in a schools or caring placement. So the awesome thing about the Ecuadorian placement is that you have the opportunity to work in a school teaching English or just helping with the children in the mornings, and then work with street children in the afternoon. As well as that, I could be working in care placements with children with physical disabilities, learning disabilities, and also the street children, the outreach program for them. So a really wide opportunity, and the opportunity to do more than one of those, but ultimately just working with children that, need a little bit of love, or need a little bit of, schools that need help, or teachers that need a little bit of extra help, or really I'm not too fazed about my exact placement. I know I'll be able to make a child smile wherever I go, and I think that's my aim.
Working with troubled children might be quite difficult. Are you nervous about that?
I guess any placement would come with its own challenges or difficulties. And I guess there is that, that barrier often between a child that's whether physically disabled, but I think being able to see the beauty in everyone, and knowing that no matter if you are or you aren't, we're all worth the same thing, and I think treating them with that respect, as well as that, often I'm guessing that the street children are going to be quite troubled, probably from very low socioeconomic backgrounds, and being able to work with them, especially as a girl and especially as a young girl, I think it's all about just showing them the love and respect that you want to receive from them. And like Lattitude keeps telling us, when we're not students anymore, we're actually part of the staff, and but I think it's showing the respect to them and hoping that they'll show it back. And I think, showing them unconditional love, and I think if you do that, you'll earn their respect.
So you're nervous about anything else to do with the trip?
Not so much nervous. I've been really blessed to have done quite a bit of traveling and seen how other cultures work, and went on a missions trip with my school this year to Tonga and stay with a local family. So immersing myself in another culture, it's exciting, and while it's hard at times, the the benefits far outweigh any negatives. But I think one thing I'm most excited about would be the fact that I get to stay with a local family in Ecuador as well, and building that relationship. I still talk to my family in Tonga. I still call my mum my Tongan mum, and the children my brothers and sisters, because even in a 2-week time frame, you create a bond with people. And I think nervous and excited to see the family that I get to stay with and the opportunities that I get through them.
You say you want to take the message of self-worth. How do you teach that?
Well, I've personally been through a lot with of troubles with self-worth, so eating disorders and finding my way through that with help from friends and my church and my youth group and my faith. And I think being able to come out of that stronger than you were before, and having the attitude that I didn't go through it for no reason, and I want to share what I learned. And even if it's not that extreme, even if those issues aren't relevant to the children over there, I think this world, wherever you are, is in need of some love, some unconditional love. And I think it's about showing these kids that, whether they don't get it at home, that there's someone out there that cares about them and that they're worth more than they think they are. And I think not so much, it might not be in front of a classroom, teaching them what I went through or sharing my story, but I think, like I said before, treating them like they're precious and like someone loves them. I think that's priceless to a child, especially growing up, because that's when things like problems with self-worth really come into play, and you won't see the problems that arise from that until later on in life. But I think, if a child knows when they're young that they're worth something and that someone loves them, then I think we can help to really eradicate those kind of problems in older youth.
You have a passion for bringing happiness to people's lives. What drives that?
I don't know. I think maybe my faith and I'm a happy person, and I strive to stay positive, and I strive to see the light in things and the happiness in things. And I think I want other people to share in that joy that I feel. And there's no point going through life being sad or with a frown on your face. And I think people look a lot more beautiful when they smile, and I want to share that with people, and I want to contribute in bringing that happiness to people and sharing in their happiness. And I think when you do that, you instantly make yourself happier, and you're in a happier place. And I think I love serving people, and I love giving things to people, even if it's just a smile, even if it's just a hello to a stranger or a hug to someone who may need it. And I think happiness, we underestimate how easy it is to bring, how easy it is to give, and how easy it is to make someone's day.
Truly inspirational young lady. If you'd like to help Natasha, you can visit givealittle.co.nz/cause/Natasha's Passion.